Let's take a look at some chart action for Dogecoin. All right, so we're watching this trend line right here, this uptrend going like that. I was watching it until we broke to the downside. I was assuming that it was going up. We broke to the downside right there, and once we did that, I set up this Fibonacci retracement chart. Basically, we can get the Fibonacci retracement tool, drag from the bottom to the top. Let's do it on the 4-hour time frame. Drag from the bottom to the top, something like that. That gives us these Fibonacci levels to watch. So what I was doing is watching the 38% level and the 50% level, which is sitting at around 292, 274, somewhere around there. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm watching this downtrend going something like this. Until we break this downtrend going to the upside, I'm assuming that we're basically in a downtrend and we're trying to fill these limit orders right here. So I have limit orders right here and right here. What happened just now is we were in the hourly time frame and we had a downtrend going something like this, and the limit order originally got filled at this first level, and so we came up and we had resistance right here, that gives me this trend line going something like that. We got a little bit of resistance right there. It was an opportunity to take additional profits. So what I did is I took profits right there, set up the limit order back down at this level right there. It looks like the price is right about to come into that level again and hopefully fill that limit order. So let's see if we can hold this kind of support that we have in this area, or if we break below it and we start filling the next levels. But it's possible that we kind of get some support in here and maybe get some more bounces. I'm not really sure. If it bounces again on this level, I'll probably just hold off and see if we can break this trend line going to the upside. But if not, so I probably won't try to take profits again right here, but I will be waiting to buy back at this level and this level. But I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. This is why dollar cost averaging is cool, because you get different opportunities. If we take a look at the total crypto market cap, that's the other thing that we've been really watching. We had a big channel going to the upside. It was pretty decent. And we're on the 1-hour time frame, but let's switch to the 4-hour time frame. We have this rising channel going something like this, and basically we're watching for a break to this bottom trend line, basically like Dogecoin. It hasn't broken it yet, and we have been getting support on it. So basically I'm watching this triangle pattern, something like this downtrend like this, and that big uptrend like that. So are we going to hold support on it and keep testing this kind of triangle pattern, or are we going to start rolling over and break this trend line right there and start looking at Fibonacci levels for a retracement? Like I said, I'm watching the total crypto market cap. It's TOTAL on the trading view if you want to check it out. Alright, so the next thing we're watching is Bitcoin and Ethereum to Dogecoin. Let's check those out real quick. And we broke below this uptrend on Dogecoin to Bitcoin, but we're kind of, I don't know, it looks like we're bouncing in between it, like we're bouncing in and out of that trend line. So I'm not really sure. It's definitely showing weakness though, which isn't great. So we might be wanting to look at Bitcoin. At the same time, if we go to like the daily time frame, we still haven't, I don't know. We're really testing that 9 moving average right now though. So this is kind of an interesting spot. We might see Bitcoin do better. I don't know. Right now we're testing that trend line, and that's basically what we've been waiting for, I guess. That's a signal of weakness, I guess. But it is kind of holding support at the same time. It hasn't broken through and kind of completely crashed down. So I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. It's testing it right now. Let's see if let's say it's testing it right now. Let's see if this trend line can hold support or not. We might have to be moving it over. You can see that it's not perfect. And this is why you can do it on your own trading view charts, and you can try to make it better than, you can kind of look at it better than mine. But like I said, let's go to the daily time frame. The higher the time frame, the better. So if we go to the daily time frame, we can see all these candles are giving it support right there, and we have some support right there. So maybe watch the daily time frame with this chart, this Dogecoin to Bitcoin chart in general, and we're testing it. If we break below it and we close on the daily time frame, then we have a better indication of what's going on. So that's kind of what I would kind of think about that. Let's go to Doge to Ethereum. And like I said on my last video, we had a little bit of a room to breathe on this trend line, and we haven't broken this one yet either. We're on the daily time frame. We're on the four. Let's check out the 4 hour time, the 4 hour time frame, and you can see that we haven't broken even below it on this time frame. We're still holding. We got support right here. We had support right here. Gives me this trend line going like this, and we came up and tested it, and we're gonna probably test it some more, but we haven't broke below it. Like I said in my last video, we had a double top right here and right here, so maybe we can kind of do this. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Right now we're on a downtrend, something like this on this chart too. Dogecoin to Ethereum. So basically, we don't know if Dogecoin is gonna do better or if Ethereum is gonna do better. We're still watching this downtrend and we're still watching this uptrend. If we go to the Dogecoin dominance chart, we had a uptrend going something like this, and this looks like it's losing dominance, probably to Bitcoin. It looked like Bitcoin was kind of taking over. So Dogecoin might not be the most dominant, and we can watch this chart to see this downtrend right here. Until we break this downtrend like this, then until we break this downtrend going to the upside like that, somewhere along the line, I'm not sure where it's going to be or if we're going to do it at all, but until we do that, then Dogecoin is not going to be basically dominating. But at the same time, like I've been talking about, if we go back to like the daily time frame, kind of like the way I've been looking at it on Bitcoin, and maybe that's the thing, is this is kind of getting compared to Bitcoin at the moment, is we haven't broken beneath the 9 moving average on the daily time frame of this Doge dominance chart. So that's kind of one, we're testing it, but we haven't broken below it yet. And that's kind of, this looks similar to Bitcoin to Dogecoin. So I'm kind of wondering if Bitcoin is going to do something. The thing is that if you look at Bitcoin hasn't really gone down as much as everything else. We were in a rising wedge right here, and we broke that rising wedge to the downside, and I'm basically doing the same thing I was doing with the other charts, is doing a Fibonacci retracement. I'm watching 41,100 and 38,935. So basically these two are pretty big limit orders right there, and yeah, I'm seeing what happens until we break this trend line going to the downside. I'm assuming that we're going to go down and maybe fill these limit orders, but it's possible that we hold support at this red line right here. Basically what I wanted to show you on Bitcoin is that we haven't broken down really that hardcore. If we go into I was going to say if we go into the Cardano charts, we can look at some other stuff, but I think I'm going to save that for the next video. So if we go to Dogecoin, back to Dogecoin real quick, just to do a quick recap on what's going on with Dogecoin. I'm looking at this downtrend right here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get some crazy bounces in between this line right here and that line right there. This top trend and this downtrend right there. Or this bottom support line right there. I should say support line and this resistance line. We're getting support on it and then resistance on this top one. So let's kind of see what happens there. And then I'm watching these Fibonacci retracement levels right there. Basically the orange lines are limit orders. So yeah, if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up and check out the next video will be about Cardano, I think. And also check out my Patreon if you want to see what cool things I have in that. Link in the description. Alright, if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up button.